All right. Yeah, today's 30th of April, so it's been 2 weeks since I recorded the video. So, yeah, I think, yeah, I recorded on the 17th, maybe, something like that, 16th, something like that. So, yeah, back then, yeah, I had created a, a video, like a Lego video, and I was super impressed about myself for doing that. Like, and I thought it would be great. Like, obviously, it's yeah. You look back at some of these, it's a bit cringe. And some of them. It was good to experiment. Like for me, looking at the AI video style and like how easy it is to write the music, write the lyrics, reduce the things. So one thing I was thinking, I was trying briefly was to do some of that stuff. So with the videos I generated were with Veo, which has like 1,000 free credits every month for a $20 pro subscription. But that 1,000 will generate like 50 videos. So, and each of these movies, I made three. Each of these will be like 20 to 30 videos, and you have some retakes and things like that. So it easily runs out 20 to 30 to 8-second clips. So then I tried a bunch of other models like LTX. There was Van. There was one more. These are all open source Chinese models, and they're not so good at all. Like, you don't have that sort of control over. Maybe there are some of these Kling and Higgsfield, and some of them, like the more commercial ones, might have some promise, but not the open source ones. They are not that great. Like, they're okay, like, but they're not that great. So yeah, so that's that. And so I spent some time trying out a bunch of models there. But I was also recently trying out on the same note, trying to do a lot of like lip syncing. So lip syncing, at least on YouTube, it looks like it's a solved problem and a lot of very good high quality videos. But we are trying to do this sort of experiment where we have the audio and the image generated perfectly. We want to sync that and just do the lips, nothing else. But yeah, it's not that trivial. It takes a lot of effort, and like the camera is like moving randomly, or like the guy is speaking a different language, or the face is suddenly changed. So it's not so easy. Maybe I'm missing something obvious, but I tried a bunch of models on FAL, and like so I have this. I by mistake I paid like $20 there. So I have some money there. I was trying that, and a bunch of these open source. Like Van has a bunch of LoRa's, but yeah, it doesn't work. Then yeah, the last week I still was trying to so we had put out that generative AI paper 2 weeks ago, and it was it got a good reception, I think, overall. I was expecting that something will come out of it, like someone will reach out to me and want to work with me or things like that. But okay, none of that happened. But okay, already just people getting to know your work is a good thing. So that was good. So then I had worked on like a day or so on improving that paper. So I'd added new results on language analysis and like made the data public, made a website for it, like all of that stuff. So put some effort into it, like to make the data public and all of that stuff. So that was decent. Then I have a bunch of revisions. Time is running out. I have to do it next week, maybe. No, definitely. Is there are these three papers, two ICWSM, one IJPP, that I have to work on revising. So I need to do that. Like I made a first pass over it, but now I have to go through and like finalize it, like answer all the questions and prepare the final draft and stuff like that. So this is just, yeah, I did this last week. I wanted to do this week, but I didn't do it. So that was one thing. Then I did some small changes for my statement. Yeah, so the research statement, I had gotten some comments from my chair and some mentor and someone else. So I made those changes. Yeah, I mean, it's not super convincing, some of those changes proposed. So it was a lot of like mental effort to say, okay, I don't want to do this, but if it doesn't, like this kind of, so it's the usual writing challenges. And yeah, I did some of that. Then I did I wrote a blog post. I mean, that surprisingly took a lot of effort. It came out like shit, but I mean, the idea and thinking there was to think of like, okay, people are not using AI as much as we think it is, right? Like it's in the AI bubble. You feel like, many people are using AI or everyone is drowning in AI or AI is going to be revolutionary. But there is very good literature that shows that it's not the case. Like that's not how AI is being used. Not many people are using AI. Not many people care about AI, so it's around 10% use it every week, and then maybe 50% have used it at least once, something like that, like very sparse numbers. So, I mean, getting to that argument, like I had made this two or three different frames, and they didn't work. Like, so it took almost a day, maybe a day and a half even, to write that, and in the end, it it didn't work out that well. Like, it bombed a lot. Like, so, I meaning, I nobody seemed to care. So. Yeah, that was one thing I did last week as well. That took a lot of effort. Then I did so we have this survey of generative AI use. So I ran the last one in January. So now I ran the second version of it, and there's like around 1,000 users, and that is I mean, it shows some sort of increase in usage, but obviously nobody trusts these numbers because they're all surveys and self-reports or overcounts. And like obviously, 70% of Indians, if you say, are using generative AI, that's definitely wrong. Like it's definitely an overcount. It's maybe like 20%, maybe something like, I mean, all of these are highly overrepresented by the online sample. So that's yeah, that's what is happening there. Okay, so then this week I started with like finishing out a lot of the backlogs. I had a lot of like tabs and stuff to read and things like that. So I finished up a lot of that stuff. Took like half a day or something. Then I did a bunch of like analysis for so we have this chat log data for which we ran some economic primitives from Anthropic. So Anthropic had done some of the economic analysis. We did the same using our data just to get some metrics for productivity and things like that. I just work with Abhi Collis, like he's an economist, and like, he's interested in these economic primitives, and we want to know like to what extent data like this can be helpful in getting economic indicators. So I did like that analysis. So we have that data now. Like I did the analysis for that. I mean, Claude did a lot of the analysis, but I still have to sit down, look at the data, look at the analysis, look at the write-up, think about like what it gave, what is correct, what is wrong, what needs to follow up, things like that. So that's yeah, that took some time. Originally, the one of the plans was to get back to the data centers paper, and that did not happen. Like that is like really bad. I mean, it's been off for. Like, I mean, I had something or the other for like a month now. I need to finish that soon. Yeah, so that needs to be done next week, hopefully. And suddenly there was this NSF grant that came up. It's like a small 35,000 grant, which is about using public federal data sources. And I had some ideas there, and so I was working on that. So that like took maybe one day. So I wrote it up almost. It's there. It's a bit above over the page limit, so I have to clean it up. And I mean, NSF is always a headache because it has all these stupid like documentation and all that stuff. Like some past research has to be in that format. All of that stuff is really annoying. So that I'll have to do that. So yeah, anyway, there's that. I did. Then yeah, that's it. I think most of that is just that. Yeah, it's been a slow week this week. Tomorrow I'm going to Colombia for attending a workshop on like some political economics and things like that. It's a very nice, very high profile people will be there. It's always great to, see work like that, like by these amazing people. Yeah, so I'll be there next tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully by next week we'll do the data centers thing and the NSF thing and the JPP thing at least. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see you next week. Although I'm done with my teaching this today, is the last day. So yeah, I'm done with that.